I don't want to insult it by saying there's nothing special about it, but from a destination standpoint, like you don't say, hey, I'm going to vacation in Spring, Texas.
Correct. For people who don't know Spring area, this is north of Houston, and this one is off of Cypress Wood, that neighborhood up there. Like people book a week at a time, and it does stay fairly booked. And this one probably would have gotten $1,500 a month, on a long-term 1-year lease. Last month, I think we just sent the owner. We made them $4,300. I would say.
Nice.
For last month.
So this is one you're managing for another investor?
Correct.
Okay.
So I was so fascinated by how well we were doing. I said, why not? Because it's a lot of work.
It is.
This is easy. It's not. And whatever love you have for hospitality, it can go away pretty quickly too.
Which I always say, like, this is not a passive investment. Like financial freedom, in the sense that you can make a lot of money and it can pull you away from something maybe you don't enjoy doing, like your daytime job. In that sense, huge opportunity. It's not passive though, because it is a lot of work. So it seems like you went that extra step to, hey, if I got to build this out, this whole management system, I might as well at least build it out the way the management side is profitable. I'll just manage other people's too. Is that right?
Yeah. So again, I started this with the intent of I don't want to be involved in the day-to-day stuff, and that's not my strength. I don't enjoy it. I want to be running a business. So I focus a lot of time in building this as a business, with a team in place to run the day-to-day operations. And my strength is to build relationship with people like you, right? To grow, to help other investors who want to maximize their earning on their second home. And that's how it got started. So I separated as a management business, and I have my holding entity, obviously, to hold the rental. So, if I can, why not? Why not capture on both sides of it and help other people, in my pursuit of my own desire.
Yeah, capitalism at its finest.
Yeah.
So, are you personally doing more of the traditional buy it and then running your short-term rentals, or are you doing the arbitrage, or both maybe?
I don't have any arbitrage right now, because I just haven't seen where the numbers make sense, and I'd love to learn more from Mo earlier. But we mostly, we either own, or my company own the properties, or we manage for other people. And so, yes, I still do a ballpark of, buying, and whatever I buy, first I look at, okay, can it be a short-term rental? And then if not, can it be a long-term rental? If not, then let's sell it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's important too. If you're getting into the short-term rental game and that is the only exit strategy you have, and at this point, I'm mainly speaking of if you're going to buy it, because that's where you've got a lot of risk. If you buy these things, if that's your only exit strategy, it's pretty risky when COVID happens, something else happens, and you just can't lease it anymore. But if you have multiple exit strategies, long-term rental, or you could sell it and you've got a good equity spread, you're pretty safe at that point.